Hello, great people out there. I hope you all are doing great, and I'm too. So, as I said you that I will be coming in a week thrice, and I'm as per my commitment. And I understand that your boards are coming nearby, exams are coming nearby. So you might be having lots of doubts, and English is such a subject that we believe that we can take it at the last. But I would say your belief is really not that great. So please start believing in yourself and please, English is not just a subject, not just a language, but you need to obviously learn it, right? And learning is not only important unless you don't understand. So understanding from basic is very important, and if you haven't, it's never too late. Let's get started with the topics which are really basic for each and every one of us for the English. I would say it's a ground for learning the English language grammar, and this would help you out for the long term, not only for now. Today, if you clear your exam by just ratifying it, it's okay. But tomorrow, again, you need to learn. So why not learn it at one go in a very 100% way? Let's get started with the second part for punctuation. And if you haven't watched my first part, you can just go to the first part so that you understand well the continuation of part 2 as well. So let's get started. The usage of punctuation, how to use it correctly, and how to make your writing, your speaking, and communication, and your grammatical skill more attractive. English with Bhavana. So for the first today is what? Today we will be learning the first kind of punctuation is what? Comma. Pauses in short. So commas we use it at four places as you can see over here. Items in a list, words that aren't a part of a sentence, linking words and clauses. Let's see one by one of how it is. Okay. Now, comma. Separate items in a list. First, you all might be knowing this. I know that it's very easy for you all. When you are talking about a list of things, we use comma, right? For example, we need to buy bread, sauce, comma, bread, pizza. Again, we are saying pizza bread, and cheese for pizzas. So what are we talking about? We are talking about nothing, but we are talking about list of things for pizza. So that's the reason we are putting a comma. I bought watch, comma, purse, comma, t-shirt and flowers for her birthday gift. So you're talking about the list of things. Again, you're putting a comma. She bought a spacious, stylish and affordable house. So again, it's about a comma because see, we're talking about the list of adjectives. Why don't you go downstairs, take a power nap and get ready? So again, it's a list of things. Now, I will tell you one thing over here. The first is what? The first is a list of nouns, like for example, bread, sauce, pizza, bread, cheese. This all about list of nouns. So that time also, what do you use? We use comma. The next is also a list of nouns, right? Watch, purse, station. The third one is what? The third one is what? The list of adjectives, right? Spacious, stylish, affordable. This is a list of adjectives modifying more a noun, a house. Okay, that time also we are using a what? Comma. Now the fourth one is what? It's a action, right? So that time also you're using what? Comma. So in short, you can use comma for different kinds of parts of speech, that is nouns, adjectives, and as well verb as well, right? Actions as well. So I hope you are clear till here. Let's move to the next one. Now, we use comma for separate the words that are not a part of the sentence. That is not a part of the sentence. We use it for separating as well. Form of address, sentence, calling, referring. Means just to refer, we use it. Like, okay, to address someone also that time we use it. Example, unfortunately, comma, I can't stay back in Mumbai. So, if I just say I can't stay back in Mumbai also makes complete sense. But I'm using unfortunately. So, unfortunately is a word which we are separating from the sentence and we are using comma for that. So that it makes more a better attractive, a more, it makes an emphasis on the sentence of your saying. Okay. Frankly, comma. I don't care about people what they say. Again, what I'm doing, I'm putting a comma with the word frankly. Now, if you see now, most of the words, the extra words, not extra words actually, part of the sentence, but which you are using it for a comma purpose or which you're adding it to separate, for the separate words, they almost end in what? Ly. Okay, they almost end in ly. Adverbs. Okay, if you see ly, ly, ly. Honestly, I don't like living here. If I just say I don't like living here, also makes complete sense. But I'm adding emphasis to my sentence by saying honestly. So I'm putting a comma. Okay. So this is what again? This is nothing but a extra emphasis. So that's the reason I'm using comma. Lisa, comma. Can you please come here? But if I just look at the Lisa and say, can you please come here? She will understand, right? So Lisa is extra word, which I'm separating with the use of a comma. Harry, please have a seat. So I'm talking, obviously I'm looking at the Harry and saying, have a seat, he will understand. Please have a seat, he will understand. But I'm putting extra emphasis, and that's the reason this is the extra word we say, or to address someone. This is something where we are using form of address. We are calling, we are referring to someone specific. When you're referring to someone specific, that time we use it comma to separate it. Understood? To address it, to refer it. I hope you have understood two ways you can use. For one, which is not a part of a sentence, and second, to address someone, refer someone. For example, Harry, please have a seat. So I'm specifying the name, referring, addressing someone. Okay, let's move forward. We are used to separate the linking words where there is no change in the meaning, but still we use it, okay, to put emphasis again. And linking words, the common ones are therefore, for example, however, etc. Example, she wanted to stay in Mumbai. However, comma, her spouse had other plans. So I'm using the linking word, and with the linking word I put a comma always. This is a punctuation rule, and even though if I would have not put it, the meaning will not change, the meaning will remain same. Okay, she wanted to stay in Mumbai. Her spouse, comma, however, comma, had other plans. So now what does it say? See, when you're putting the linking word at the start, that time you need to put one comma. But when you're putting at the middle, that time you need to put a two commas. Okay. For example, she wanted to stay in Mumbai is one sentence. Her spouse. That I'm separating the addressing someone, referring someone, as I said you before. So I'm putting a comma. However, as a linking word, so that's the reason separating the linking word, I'm putting a comma. Had other plans. She wanted to stay in Mumbai. Her spouse had other plans. So what I'm doing is over here, I'm taking one at the place. And as I said you, that it's a part. It's a part of the sentence. But there won't be change any. When I'm putting at the end also, when I'm putting at the end, so before the end of the linking word, I'll put what? I'll put a comma as per the rule. So I hope you have understood well. For addressing we are using, for linking words we are using, but the meaning will not change. We are just using it for the more emphasis and for the be a better writer and to be a better grammatical, be a better grammar, expert, I can say. Okay, let's move forward. Comma. We use it for separate clauses. What are clauses? Clauses are nothing but it's a part of a sentence, right? There are two types of clauses, independent and dependent. Independent, the word says independent means it's a simple sentence which has a subject, verb and object with a complete meaning. Dependent, it is dependent. It does not have a complete meaning and it needs independent clause to complete its meaning. Let's move further. DC means dependent, IC means independent. Okay, now we had a long discussion on the never-ending topic last night. Understanding? We had a long discussion on the never-ending topic last night. Whenever she gets home from shopping. Now, whenever she gets home from shopping. That time what are you doing? Whenever is what? If I just say you this, whenever she gets home from shopping. If I tell you till here, you will not understand. It's incomplete. So that's the reason, as it is said, when dependent clause is first used with independent clause, then you have to use a comma. So whenever she gets home from shopping, comma, complete the sentence. She drinks a cup of tea. So it's complete now. And you're using a comma. Okay? If you think about me more, I'm putting a comma. If again, no? So it's a dependent clause. What will happen if I just say you if you think about me more? Don't know. So unlike would be much better. So it is what? Again a complete sense. Dependent clause plus independent clause. Dependent clause plus independent clause. But if in the first sentence if you notice, I have not put a comma but still the example is there. Why? Because this is independent clause. So we don't need a comma. That's what I wanted to tell you. That's the reason. I hope you have understood. We had a long discussion of the never-ending topic last time. It's independent clause. So you don't need any sort of, there's no dependent clause over here. So that's the reason there's no comma. I hope you have understood well, right? Okay. So I hope you have understood this lesson as well. And for any other queries, I'm telling it to you again and again. Please feel free to reach out to me using the comment box, or you can reach out to me by dropping the mail to bhav.agarwal994@gmail.com. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and please do share it with your contacts as well. As the exams are coming nearby, let me know how helpful all these videos are for you all. And for any other videos you want me to come as soon as possible as the exams are coming nearby, I'll definitely come. Do leave it a comment. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Keep soaring, keep learning English with Bhavna. Take care.